just wanted to give you a little in-home overview. I know we talked about, you need to arrive early, and you as the guests arrive, talk to them about them, get to know them. Are they into football? Do they play sports? What are their kids' sports? If you don't know what to do, talk about their kid or where they're from. Just try to connect with them. And then when it's time for the party to start, usually the hostess will give you the all right, it's time. And then get your party on. Get excited. This is something that we are doing for fun. Girls like to have fun, right? And we like to be pampered. So make them feel special and they will want to do it again. So the first thing I do is I actually print out that little in-home script, and that's what I follow. Because personally I get really nervous, and that's okay. Tell the people, hey, I'm nervous, because guess what? If they end up wanting to sign, they're gonna be nervous too. And you have just said, it's okay to be like me, and you can be like me and it'll still work. So the first thing I start with is I introduce myself and I tell my why. My why is I needed to figure out a way to stay home. And I saw this as an amazing opportunity. I honestly did not fall in love with the nail wraps. I fell in love with the opportunity that it offered me. Am I in love with the nail wraps now? Completely. So, but I'm honest with people because this is a great opportunity and you don't know what's going to appeal to them. It might be the opportunity, it might be the nail wraps. So I always put it out there. This is where I was. Where are you? What appeals to you? The next thing is I always give my hostess a gift. So I will say right away, but I wait till everybody's there because I want her to feel special. I want her to feel important. I'm like, hey, guess what? I got you something. Thank you so much for having this party. And I give it to her. And that's when I go into, I'm just getting to know, whatever her name is, Gertrude. I'm just getting to know Gertrude. Maybe you guys can go around and tell me something you absolutely love about Gertrude, so I can get to know her even more. That's another way that your guests are gonna see, wow, that hostess was pampered. I want that to be me. I want to get gifts. I want people to tell me I'm amazing. Come on, who doesn't want that? So that's the first thing I do, is I make it about the hostess. The second thing I do is I play a game. So I tell them, you guys don't want to hear me chat the whole time, let's have some fun. So I brought tickets. How many of you guys have ever taken your kids to Chuck E. Cheese? We love Chuck E. Cheese. So I brought some tickets so we can have a nail party and get Chuck E. Cheese tickets all at once. How can it get better than that? So here's the game that I play. I tell them that I give them each a catalog. Everybody gets your own catalog. I'm gonna say something you can find that I want you to find in the catalog, and the first person to find it, they will get 2 tickets. So the first thing I start with is the Three Sisters. Go ahead, who can find the Three Sisters the fastest? Very first page, but you're not gonna tell them that. If they really struggle, sure, go ahead and tell them. Give them a little hint, don't make them struggle. The Three Sisters. I tell them that the Three Sisters are who founded the company. Every girl wants to be able to go to a salon and get their nails done every other week, once a month, once a year, but we all can't afford that, and the sisters weren't any different. They wanted a way that they could go to the salon, spend girl time, because guess what? How many of us like to get out of the house? Doesn't matter if we have kids, if we don't have kids, we like to have some girl time, and this is the perfect way to have girl time. And you actually get even, better girl time than you would in a salon, because you can chit chat and, do it yourself, instead of listening to, So the Three Sisters founded it, and it's taken off from there. The next thing I ask them to find is the reward chart, because guess what? That's like the second most important thing. That is in the back. And once they find that, I go ahead and tell them, check out our rewards. We seriously I have checked out most direct sales companies because I'm slightly competitive. So I've checked out other, direct sales things. And so I tell them straight out, I've only found one other company that even is comparable to ours. And yeah, that company was a tad bit better, but ours was right up there. So you know what? I'll take it. Second place is pretty good. So after the reward chart, I go ahead and show them what rewards they would get. Let's say that you, Christy, had a $300 party. Let me show you what you would get for that. You would get 2 exclusive wraps, just for free. You would get $60 in product credit. That's 4 wraps. So wait, let's make our pile here. So we've already up to 6 wraps. And then you have 4 half off items. You're gonna need a heater because these are awesome. You will need a cuticle remover because, seriously, it's half off, great deal. And how about a couple lacquers? There's 4 items. So you could get all this for like $35. Jackpot. That is awesome. And that's not even a huge party. You're okay. So that's what I do. I show them. Doesn't that look like a jackpot? I think so. So that's what you're gonna wanna do. Show them how amazing the rewards are. Awesome. And they want that stuff. The next thing I want you guys to find in your catalog, I always tell the people, the heater. And I go down through and tell them why I like the heater, why I don't want to have to use my hair dryer. I, then look for the charities. And I tell them, what Jamberry does for charities. And I think it's really neat that they donate for autism. For every wrap that's sold, of the autism wraps that are sold, they donate $2. That's really, really awesome. I also like to tell them about the application kit. Tell them that their heater can fit in there. Tell them that their wraps can fit in there. So have them look for those things. But also, because you still want to keep including the hostess, ask the last scavenger hunt part of it that I do is I ask them to find the hostess's favorite wrap. And I know that puts her on the spot, but trust me, it's a good place to be. So I end with that, and then I tell them, okay, we're gonna do a little bit more with that game, so hold on to those tickets. So then we talk a little bit about the types of parties they could have, because you know what? Personally, my house is a mess right now. I don't want a party here. You don't have to have a party at your house. Let's meet at Starbucks. How about I come to your work? How about we meet at the playground? Maybe you can't put samples on there, but we can do something. But find a place. Give them different options. Co-host. Maybe your house is messy, but maybe your best friend's isn't. Co-host. Make it easy. After I talk about the parties, I go ahead and talk about why I love Jamberry. I love it because it's allowed me to be at home with my daughter. And that's really, really important to me right now because she has so many struggles and she needs her mom. And I'm able to be here for her. And honestly, without it, I wouldn't be. So that is my honest to goodness why. Maybe yours is, it allows you to take a trip. Maybe it's, it doesn't matter what it is. Everybody has something. Also with my daughter, like I always say, it made my daughter and I's time doing our nails together a lot less stressful. We don't get nail polish all over the hardwood anymore. Now I get to surprise her when she's sleeping with a Jamberry. Come on, that is so stinking awesome. So show them that fun part, the mess-free. Tell them all the quirks. That's why I love my job. And you want to tell them why you love it too. Tell them how fabulous your nails look all the time. Tell them how flexible your hours are. be honest. If I wanted to get up and work at 3 to 5 in the morning and then have my day free, I could. This job is flexible, and it's what you make it. So portray that to your customers, to your parties. The last thing I do is I have them, hey guys, ask me a question about my job. Anybody that asks me a question will get 2 tickets. You could ask me about our incentive trip. You could ask me if it's possible to make $500 a month or more. You can ask me so many things. You can ask me how long they last. You can ask me what pattern's my favorite. You can ask me if I've tried every single product that's in the book. You can ask me what my favorite product is. Ask me something about my job and I'll give you 2 tickets. I just made it easy. I just gave them 10 questions they could pick from. Make it easy on them. They came out to have fun, not to have to think. That's our job. So, after they do that, then the last game I play with them is I give them their wish list and I say, flip your wish list over. And on the back, I want you to write a list of as many people as you can think of that would really enjoy this. It might be a 5-year-old, it might be a 60-year-old, but somebody that you think would enjoy this. And the person with the longest list, I'm gonna get 5 tickets to. Jackpot! So then I give them a minute to do that. Now, after that, then I hand out my prize. And sometimes it's just something small I put together. And I know we've talked a little about that. So, make it just something simple, but they want a prize. When I'm done with my that's my speech. That's what I do. Just what you kind of heard as I was filling in the gap. The last thing I tell them is I say, okay, well, we've wrapped that up. I've told you about the company. I've told you about these amazing vinyl nail wraps that last 2 weeks on your fingers, 6 weeks on your toes. You came here to get them on your nails, not just to listen to me. So let's get down to the real deal. But first, before you're allowed to try a sample, you must fill out one of these surveys. These are important. Fill it out because I'm going to do a drawing at the end of the night and somebody else will win a prize. So once you've done this, then you can go ahead and go out and start picking your sample. The other thing is, I brought a little treats for you guys because they're all things that I fabulously love. In your goodie bag, you will have a buffer. That's to buff your nails, to get all the oils off. There's a file. Love these files, they're amazing. When you file, make sure you're filing down. A little cuticle pusher, and our cuticle pushers, so awesome. They're like little rubbery at the ends and they help you like seal the tip. And then the 2 most important parts are the directions. I don't want you to forget how to do that. So you got directions and you got a number. So call me, if you have a problem. Hey Tina, just want to let you know, having some issues, hook me up with some tips. I can do that. But you gotta text me, email me something. And I guess this is really technically the most important part. Chocolate, because you can't have a nail party without chocolate. So check out your kit. It has everything you need to apply your wraps besides the sample. So get on out to the table, pick a sample, and let's have some fun. I can't wait to help you get them on. Thank you guys so much.